Hello, welcome back. My name is Megan, and I'm going to be doing a Divine Masculine and a Divine Feminine check-in for you. Yeah, I think I'm just going to get started. How about that? I already called on Spirit. I don't know if you can see the smoke. You may see some of our friends here in the form of orbs. I can't even tell you how many times I'm editing and watching the videos back and I see orbs, and I'm like, they're just here. They're here. I invite them in. They're welcome. Benevolent beings, of course. And they're just here. Okay, cool. So I actually want to start with some oracle cards for a check-in. So I'm going to grab from two different decks on this. So we'll start with this deck because it's what I grabbed. For some reason, I was feeling called to grab this deck. So Spirit, let's check in with Divine Masculine. I'm going to put that card back because I had not decided who yet. And I want it to be specific, so tell us what you can, Spirit, or what would like to be known. Okay, beautiful. Oh my God. Everything I've been feeling, that makes so much sense. Yeah, okay, cool. Let's grab these oracle cards too. So we'll just start with Divine Masculine. We'll do a complete energy read of them. Wow, these cards. Okay, I'm gonna put them back though, so I'm gonna get a better shuffle. I'm gonna take that one because that one really did flip up. Okay, the rest all fell down on the floor, so we will not be taking all of these. We will give a shuffle, and Spirit, if you would like to give us maybe 2 more cards, we'd be happy to take 2 more cards from this deck. Thank you. 1 more card, Spirit. Tell us about the Divine Masculines. What are they up to today? Where's their energy? How are they feeling? What's coming up for them? Okay, so I did see a card that flipped before it fell, and I am gonna take that. Okay, awesome. And then these cards are here. Let's check on the bottom of the deck. Okay. Yeah, okay. Trying to decide if I wanted to grab another card. I don't. We're good. We're going to start with this, and we'll grab some tarot to kind of clarify. First deck I pulled from, we had the Mirror come up. You want to focus on that? No, you don't want to focus on it? There, you can kind of see it. Okay, cool. So we had the Mirror. Who or what is triggering you? This is not surprising to me because some of the downloads that I've been getting, I channel. So I'll just get sort of clairaudient hits, so I'll get like full sentences, orb, just on orb. I'll get full sentence downloads, I'll get feeling downloads, like just like a lot of emotion, and I will get visuals as well. So one of the downloads that I have been getting recently from my guides is that they are really, really in a place of recognizing this connection for what it is, meaning, excuse me, they're aware of the mirroring that goes between the two twins. They're aware that you share the same soul. They're aware that you are not separate from one another, that you are the same. You're not the same, but that you are two sort of extensions of one soul. So the connection that you share is profound and very, very deep, and they're very aware of it. Just saw another orb. So they're very, very aware of this connection, and they're now allowing this knowledge and awareness to move them forward on their spiritual journey. So like the Divine Feminines have been working on this week, we've been allowing things to come up that trigger us, and we've been working through them to purge through. So whether that are things that are coming directly from our masculines, whether those are things that are in our own lives, whether those are our own thought patterns, we're really in this like cleansing, purification process where we're letting go of everything that is not serving us to build a new solid foundation for these connections. We're really at this turning point, a pivotal turning point in these connections right now. I can really feel it. And so, yeah, I've just been hearing the word mirror. I've been seeing mirror, and all from the divine masculine's perspective, not necessarily around the divine feminines. We've known this for a while, right? We've been working through this, working on this for a while, but this is very present in their awareness right now. So they're really working through this, and that's incredible. This is really, really solid energy for them to have, and to be kind of looking at their life, like allowing everything to be a mirror, every relationship in their life, because the reason that this is so pivotal is because it says to us that they are taking their power back. They are stepping into their truth, their wholeness, and knowing that they are the creator of their own reality, which is just pivotal for divine masculines to be able to step into this emperor energy, to take action, which I did. Action was one of the cards that wanted to fall out of here, but there was too many. But it's what moves them forward to actually take action, to make progress, to get into that mode of creation. They have to be coming from a place of power. So we'll grab some tarot just to see like what more can we learn, maybe what is triggering them right now, what's coming up. I laugh because it's just true. So, Two of Cups. What's triggering them? This connection. Partnerships, relationships, relating to one another, love, relating, union. Yeah, so this is a card of union. I do want it to note that the Emperor also came up. So there's perhaps some triggers coming up for them in just what I was discussing, in their power, in who they are, in just like being fully embodied to go and make choices and to create in the world, and to take decisive action. Yeah, so what's triggering them? So we had Two of Cups come up as a clarifier, and we also had the Ace of Swords. So it's this integration period that they're in, of integrating all of this knowledge, all of this truth, all of this new downloads. So just as we might be having a lot of downloads right now, so are the masculines. And so much has happened in these past 2 weeks. It's actually been crazy to watch the energy shift so quickly. And so they're noticing that we are each other's mirror, that you are your twin's mirror and they are yours. So when you heal, they heal. When they heal, you heal. When one of you's in toxic thought patterns, the other one mirrors those toxic thought patterns. So this is almost an acceptance and an acknowledgement of this connection. Whether they call it twin flame or not, they know the nature of it. They understand now. This is coming in as this divine truth that's reaching them. It's actually reaching them now. So they're very aware. And it's all around relationships. So they could perhaps be being triggered in other relationships in their life, or they could be using this sort of practice of using the mirror with others. So if there's other relationships that are not in a good place, that are not healthy, that are coming to a close, that are ending, they are working with it in this frame, this energy, which is really beautiful. You can't make this stuff up. At the bottom of that deck, I do want to mention, we had the crumbling. What are you clinging to? So this is kind of a tower moment for this deck. And we got mirror, who or what is triggering you. So I feel like they're at the end of this tower. We're going to find out more as we tune in. But looking at some of the other cards and the energy here, it does feel like they're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, and they're making their way out of it. So this crumbling it's like a lot of things have fallen, a lot of things have left. And now they have this beautiful mirror energy, and they're just working through anything that's coming up now in their world, anything that needs to be cleared out, anything that's expired, anything that is no longer serving them. They're making they're empowered to start making these choices and decisions from a place of absolute truth. Yeah. Even when the truth is uncomfortable, even when it's not necessarily what they want it to be and what they want to hear. Yeah, divine masculines, you got this. Okay, so the first card that came out very, very strongly is the fourth chakra. Heart chakra. I believe this is Archangel Raphael. Yes. Okay. So this is a beautiful energy, a lot of green energy in the heart space, and it's like with this truth that's coming, or it's already here with this new integrated truth, or the truth that they're working to integrate right now about relationships, about union, about partnership. There's a lot being healed in the heart space. A lot of these masculines had a lot of heartbreak that was left untended to, unhealed, unresolved from all the way back from their earliest beginnings in childhood, to romantic relationships, to friendships, to family dynamics, many dynamics in their world where it was easier to shove it down, to ignore it, to walk away than it was to face it and like do the shadow work, let themselves feel it. And I feel in these past couple weeks, even, it depends, but in the collective it's kind of been occurring for the past couple months, and then really heavily in the past couple weeks, where there's been an allowing for the first time, maybe not the first time, but an allowing of like, let's actually feel this, let's go into this. So this healing is occurring right now in a big way, and it's creating space for letting in new love, for trusting new love, for surrendering to love in the heart space. We also have the door to personal healing and happiness that came out. And I really like that this came out in the upright, because not too long ago when we did a check-in, we got this in the reverse. I'm trying to remember if this is one that I filmed or if this was a personal read. By the way, if you guys would like to do a personal read to go a little bit more in depth on the specifics of your situation, I would love to do that with you. So down in the notes section, you can either email me or you can go directly to my website and book there a tarot reading. That'll be listed under the services. So yeah, I'd love to do that with you guys. Okay, back to the read. So I love that this is in the upright, because it means that they're really taking the initiative. They've gotten out of this funk. At least that's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm feeling, because we've been checking in with them pretty frequently, and I'm seeing a lot of movement actually, where we may have been stalled, we may have been waiting for some integration, we may have been waiting for the completion, the karmic cycles, for spirit, whatever. There were some things that were still in the balance. And yes, we're still doing healing. Yes, we're still doing this kind of like mirror work and deeper work, and we might still have some tower moments and some crumbling that is falling away. But when we see this come up in the upright, it's like this door is opening, and they're aware and they're seeing it, and with all the healing and the work that they've been doing in the truth, there's a movement forward. We also have man holding a coin. So I'm going to get some clarifiers on this, because this can mean a couple different things, or it can mean many different things. But with this, I feel a sense of strength is coming back to them when it comes to their material world, their confidence, what they're building, what they're creating, what they're working on. There's some autonomy coming back online. And I feel like with the Ace of Swords and a lot of this truth that's come up, and this working in harmony with spirit, with trusting, with not doing it alone anymore, with really kind of surrendering and starting to work with spirit, there's like a fire that's coming back to them. I can just feel it in this card. So this is somebody who's taking charge of their finances. This can speak to new love and new beginnings as well. Some new love and new beginnings with somebody that embodies kind of like King of Pentacles energy, very confident, very secure, very stable, a provider, father figure, very rooted and grounded in this material world. So this lets me know that this is coming up in their energy, that their confidence is their mojo. I'm hearing mojo, that their mojo is kind of coming back a little bit. And they're starting to make some choices and moves in their material world that's actually really going to benefit them. And it's not just coming from ego anymore or what they should do and kind of ignoring desires. It's really imbued. I think that's the right word. It's what I really want to say, so I hope it's the right word. So it's really imbued. Oh my God, we delete. I'm not gonna say it. Never mind. I even forgot what I was gonna say. I think it was something around that it's really grounded in the spiritual guidance now, whereas before it was kind of like doing things that they think they should do versus things that they actually want to do. Imbued. I don't know. Tell us more about this man holding a coin, please. Yeah. Okay. So we have Page of Cups and Three of Pentacles. So I just want to see. No, it's too washed out. That's okay. I forget doing readings in this part of the day. The lighting's a little different. Yeah, so Page of Cups is really speaking again to this heart opening. It's again to this moving with spirit, moving with your heart, moving with the truth of your heart space, what's really, really authentic to you, listening to the signs, listening to the synchronicities, paying attention, allowing yourself to be guided, to flow. And again, I think we touched on this recently. These are the feminine principles and characteristics. And I feel that these masculines just went through a deep, deep feminine initiation where they had to get this online in order to be building and creating Three of Pentacles in the material world. The spirit was like, no longer are you going to be creating from ego or what you should be doing or what society or your parents or whatever people in your life are saying you got to do this. We're done. That timeline is expired. You are a divine sovereign being. It's time to bring your heart along for the ride, or actually to have your heart start guiding the ride. Heart guides spirit, universe, the divine. You get it. Yeah. So yeah, when I was this is what I was clarifying, kind of what's coming online for them. And it's also this like working together. And we talked about this the other day. Like, it's like that being able to give and receive, being able to trust that what you give and what you put into something, you will receive back. And being able to trust the choices you're making around the things you put your time and energy and heart into, to trust that you're making those choices correctly for yourself, because spirit is guiding you. So why you don't even have to question, you know? You can trust divine masculines. You can trust that what you're working on is divine. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. So I just wanted to clarify this door to personal healing and happiness. I'm going to go get this card. It flew. Okay. So the three cards that popped out, we have the Two of Wands, the Four of Wands, and the Star. Yeah, we're getting the Star so much lately. So this door to personal healing and happiness, this is what is awaiting them. There are new paths, new roads to travel down, new opportunity, new inspiration, excitement. Again, Wands does speak to moving with spirit, letting spirit guide you. And with this door opening, there's a path laid out. It's exactly what I said. We're not quite in the Three of Wands yet with this, right? We're not actually they're not actually like moving super fast, right? We're not even to the Eight of Wands, right? That would be like the very fast moving energy. So it's really it's like, okay, we see this door opening, we see some paths, we see some opportunity, we're really excited, we're working with spirit, we understand what's coming, and we know we're going to be moving towards it. Because then we have this Four of Wands, and the Four of Wands is this beautiful, solid, sturdy foundation. It's celebration, it's union, it's marriage, it's coming together, it's the Twin Flame card, if there ever was one, right? This is the potential. This is what's being opened up for the Divine Masculine. This is what they're seeing is waiting for them on the other side of all these big, scary changes, of getting through this crumbling, of getting through this tower moment. They know on the other side, this is what's waiting. And then the Star, I just keep hearing that this is how they're seeing the Divine Feminine right now. So yes, they see you as the Empress. Yes, we get Queen energy a lot too. But right now you're a Star because to them, you've already crossed that threshold. You're already on the other side, and it's like you're waiting for them with open arms under this like beautiful, can you see it with the light? You can't quite see it, but there's this beautiful rainbow in there. So it's like you're there just like, come on, you can do it. Come on. So you're just glowing. I think I said this the other day, but you're lighting the path. You are shining a light on the path, and they are following. Yeah, that's what that door to healing and happiness is opening for them. Okay, beautiful. I just want to do a quick check. Are there any other energies? Divine Masculine. Okay, that's too many. Any other energies present for the Divine Masculines in relation to this connection? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Bottom of the deck, Justice. Underneath that, Queen of Cups. So Justice is going to be served to his or her Queen of Cups. Yeah. There's this big theme of justice I'm seeing a lot. I'm feeling it. It's coming in. The divine is promising justice for this connection, justice for these unions, justice for the Divine Masculine and all of the shitstorm that he's been in these karmic third-party situations. Justice for the feminine who's had to deal with this in and out masculine, this lack of commitment, maybe deceit and lies and deception. There is justice that is going to be served. It is coming. It is guaranteed. It is promised. And so it is. It's already done. Okay? Okay. Positivity. Because these beautiful cards, when I was asking how's the Divine Masculine feeling towards the feminine right now, or just towards this union in general, the first card that came out was the Empress. So yes, they see you as this beautiful, fully embodied Empress. You are their divine feminine counterpart. The polarity, the mirroring, right? We were already talking about mirroring that's going on between the two of you is so beautiful right now because they're truly stepping into their masculine and you've been embodying the feminine for a minute and you've been able to embody it in this beautiful way because inside your masculine and feminine are harmonized, they're balanced, they're in this like reciprocity within, and your masculines are working on that right now. That's really what we're seeing in this energy. So they're viewing you as that. They also view you as their fulfillment, this relationship, this connection. We have the Sun. So spiritual fulfillment, spiritual ascension, physical world fulfillment, physical world completion. I was going to say ascension. Like that doesn't really completion. So the Sun can speak to soulmates, divine love, contracted love, family if that's something that you want. It's just abundance in all of its beautiful forms. So they know that the success lies with you in this partnership. They know that. We also have the Queen of Swords. So I do feel that this Queen of Swords is you. So there's all these different sides of you. There's all these different expressions of you and how they're seeing you. And this Queen of Swords is a no-nonsense queen. She's been through the fire. She's been through pain. She's been to hell and back. And she has truth, logic, reason. It's like if there was a queen that was like more embodied in the masculine, this would be her. Yeah? So they know that you've gone through your own initiations, especially around like a masculine initiation. You've stepped into your own when it comes to being able to ground in the 3D, to live, to survive, to take care of yourself, to do all these things without them. They also know that you're not fooling around anymore, that there's a truth, a power that you're working with, your knowing, your inner knowing and your nature. And so they can't come in with any of this BS anymore. They just can't. And they know this. Yeah, so that's kind of how they're viewing this connection. They're like, I know I need to come in with the truth. I know I need to come in just solid, just like no wishy-washy, no half in, no half out, you know, just like full in, full commitment, because that's what you're offering. And they know that that's what they need to offer as well. Okay. Wow, these are some interesting cards. Divine Feminine. Okay, I love that this came in the reverse, actually. I was about to be like, oh no, but no, this is beautiful. Okay, I just want to point something out that I've never really noticed in these cards before. So the first card that came out was Protection. It's Call Back Your Power, Cut the Cords, Soul Retrieval. So it's a really beautiful card. I have such a hard time getting it. And then we also had the Yes card. So it's Just Say Yes. But I just noticed in these two cards a mirroring quality. They're not the same. There's different colors going on, but there's just something about the body formations that are occurring in these humans that really drew me in. And I've never noticed it before. Yeah, so okay. So let's just touch on this really quick and then I'll get to the other card. Bottom of the deck, take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. Yeah, that's a great message for the Divine Feminines, because we tend to want to plow through and we can be very impatient. And with everything that's going on in these unions, basically the job is done. It's done. You can go like this. Your job is done. You keep doing that healing. You keep taking care of yourself, and that's all you have to do. You allow your masculine to step into his power, to step into the masculine emperor energy, to claim this union, to claim you, to step forward. Yes? So there's nothing more that you need to do except taking care of yourself and your temple. And I love this protection because, again, as we ascend, as we rise on the spiritual path, it does get harder and harder to be fully in the world, to be integrated in the world. And, you know, when we're in our bubbles and our places that are really safe and we know that there's like-minded people or they're understanding and they're also doing their spiritual work, whatever it is, it's a little bit safer. But when we do have to go into the world, which may be very often for some of you may still be going out and working in the world 9 to 5, you know, what we call matrix jobs, you know, whatever. It's gotta happen, right? So just what I'm hearing is Spirit wants you to work with ritual when it comes to this, cutting the cords, pulling back your energy. Every night when you get home, some sort, or even before you go to bed, if you didn't really leave the house, because your energy can still, you know, be distorted even if you're at home all day by yourself. So a salt bath, even a shower with the intention of rinsing the day away, rinsing the energy away, cleansing the air around you, doing some breath work, doing a meditation, yoga. Maybe it's literally like physical. Maybe you're going to dance a little. Whatever you can do that really resonates with your soul, that is an energetic ritual around cleansing and purifying the energy and letting things fall off of you. That's what Spirit would like us to all get really good at, is having these sort of rituals and practices to take care of ourselves. And it's all about intention. That's what I want to say. It's all about intention. So it's not about what you do, it's your intention in doing it. So if you speak before, I'm releasing any toxic negative energy that I may have come in contact with today. I am releasing that painful phone call with my friend that I had earlier, whatever it is, like, it's your intention. So even if you don't have time to do a full salt bath or a yoga class or breath work or whatever your reasoning is, if even just a simple like intention mantra, I'm releasing the day, and then you spin around 3 times, you know, whatever you got to do. I also feel with this soul retrieval, I just want to say it really quick because I am addressing the Divine Feminines. Pull back your energy from your masculines. Okay, so if you have any sort of place that you're still hooked into scarcity, expectation, timelines, did I say expectation? I think I said it. Attachment, that was the other. Expectation and attachment, those are the big ones. So if you have any of that going on with your masculine, or just with when this connection is going to come in, pull back. It's time to pull back. It's time to release. It's time to surrender. Okay? Yes, I love this card because to me it's saying, yes, we're on the path. Yes, we're on track. Yes, everything we've been doing is exactly what Spirit's guiding us to do. So keep going. That's what I'm hearing with this card. If there's something in your life that you've maybe been wondering or on the fence or questioning, this could also be your sign for yes, Divine Feminine. Yes. Okay? And then we have this card in the reverse. So this card is break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, and rewriting the future. So I love that it came in the reverse because I feel that this is the deep work we've been doing these past 2 weeks. These tower moments that we've had, Divine Feminines, it's been so challenging, but we're doing it. And I feel this coming up in the reverse is letting us know that we've been doing the work. We got that confirmed with our yes. And we're slowly, we're getting it, we're moving out of that energy. We're releasing it. We've like, we're cleansed, we're baptized, we're fresh-faced, we're ready for union now. And union within, of course, is what I'm referring to. But that, obviously, union in the physical with your counterpart will follow. Yeah, so breaking these ancestral patterns, I feel that you have really been doing good work with this. Like, really good work, Divine Feminines. Really good work. Okay. Wow. Okay. I'm just going to take what fell out. I like that it just fell out. Okay. Let's see what's on the bottom. Door to Spirit. Yes. Yes, Divine Feminines. You have been communicating with Spirit beautifully. Okay, so I love these cards. We did potentially get like a warning from Spirit, but that's okay. So we have Door to Value and the Temple Path. So the Temple Path is really speaking to exactly what we've been talking about. You are on your path. You are doing your work. Keep listening to the signs. Keep doing whatever comes up into your present awareness, meaning if you're having a triggering moment, if you are feeling like, stressed, or you're noticing a negative thought pattern, go inward, pause, reflect, do the work, and keep moving forward. That is the temple path. That is the spiritual path. That is the agreement we make with Spirit when we start doing this work. So when Spirit tells you, hey, here's a little nudge about your mission work, or, something you're supposed to be following, listen, act. Yeah, that's the biggest shift I find on this journey is there comes a point, at first we're not hearing any messages. Then we start hearing messages, but then we don't act on those messages. And we're just kind of sitting and waiting. We're like, that's interesting, but we don't quite trust it yet. And then that shift happens when we actually start acting on those messages, when we're like, just keeps telling you to go to this park, just go to this park, go to this park. You finally go to this park and you see that there's like this beautiful class that's being offered there, and you're like, oh my god, I offer these classes too, and it sparks this idea, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna offer classes at this park. I don't know, I just gave you like a really off the top of my head scenario, but that is being on this temple path, being on the spiritual path, being in communion with Spirit, the door to Spirit, really listening. So I feel that this is confirmation we've been doing it. Keep going, Divine Feminines, keep going. Door to Value. Yep. This is what is opening everything within these connections. Just so you know. If we're clear, if we're really honest, value and self-worth, and knowing that you are the one for you, and that you are the shit, and loving yourself so ferociously, so fiercely, is what calls your twin back to you, is what magnetizes them back to you. Because when you start opening up and doing this work, that enables them to do this work. And we all know, if you're in a runner-chaser dynamic, the runner is not running from you, the runner is running from themselves. Woo. The runner is running from themselves because they haven't opened the door to value and self-worth. And there's issues there with loving themselves. And guess what? You're the same soul. So if your twin has issues with loving themselves, so do you. And when you start doing work around that and shifting, door to value, hello, everything else starts shifting. We also got attachment. So this is what I was speaking about, the warning. And we kind of chatted about this a second ago. In this protection card, call back your energy. So let's get a clarifier on it. But I am feeling that the overall message is anywhere in your life, twin or not, that you are giving your power away, attached, hooked into expectation. Spirit is asking you to take a second look about that. Okay, these are a bunch of cards. I'm gonna look at all of them to see if I see a story happening. Okay, attachments, Page of Swords, King of Pentacles, Two of Swords, Six of Wands. Yeah, success is possible. Six of Cups. Okay, a lot of Pentacle energy. King, Queen, and Knight all came out. So attachments in this material world. Yes, yes, yes. Indecision, because we have the Two of Swords come up. What I'm hearing with that is perhaps there's an attaching to not knowing. Attaching to... Yeah, okay. Okay, so this is what I'm hearing. It's an interesting message in the cards, what came up. But it feels like there are some of you, Divine Feminines, who feel very in the dark, feel very disconnected as far as how to move this relationship forward. And if you're very used to being in the driver's seat, and you're very used to kind of moving relationships forward by subtle forms of manipulation and control, which it's not like mean manipulation where you're trying to hurt someone. This is all taught, and these are all codependent patterns that are very prevalent in our society. This is like how we learn to do relationships. Women, we learn to be manipulative, and if you're, obviously if you're a Divine Feminine who is a man, but you're embodying the Divine Feminine, then you've learned those traits as well. And that's kind of what we do is to like, it's a power struggle, it's a control issue. So so the attachment is being okay with not knowing when this success and when this reunion is going to happen. Letting go of the attachment and the need to know when this is coming in, when things are going to drastically change, when you're finally going to be in this union in the material world with the King and the Queen. Yeah, when are you going to be the Queen, and when is your partner going to be the King, and when are you guys going to figure it out? And it's like releasing this attachment to it. It's happening. There's truth that's come in because we have the Page of Swords. So with the Page of Swords, especially in this card, I mean, these crows, because crows are like messengers, right? So there's message, there's communication, there's truth telling, there's movement. Knights are very fast. So I feel there's still an attachment to when is this going to happen, and you're like waiting to decide about this person. Your ego, I should say, is waiting to decide about this person until you know more. But you're being guided and you are being led and by Spirit. And it's important to let Spirit lead, and that entails that you don't always know everything. You can't control it. You can't manipulate it. So you let God, you let Spirit, you let the divine do the work that they need to do with your masculine, and then you let them come in when the divine timing comes. And if it ends up being that the divine timing comes and the way that you guys come back together is through you initiating or you saying something or whatever, that's fine. Don't get caught up to like the way it has to go, but just know that you will be led and guided at exactly the right time. So you will know if you are the one that's meant to reach out. You'll know when that is, but you don't need to know right now. And you got to accept that. And I know that's hard. I know that's really hard, but I feel that overall, like, we really do have a lot of great things happening, and this is just Spirit warning. And excuse me, throat chakra. It's just Spirit's warning for someone out there that, and maybe all of us have a little bit of that that attachment to. When is this going to happen? When is this coming in? Okay, last question for Divine Feminine Spirit. One card just popped out right away. How are we feeling about our divine union and counterpart? Wow. Three of Cups. Yeah, we're wanting to come in, Three of Cups on the bottom of the deck. We're wanting to come in with this celebratory energy. We're wanting this reunion. We're wanting, it's so, yeah, you can't see it. We're wanting to come back in. We're wanting to have that moment of just like looking into each other's eyes and holding each other and just being like, oh, it's been such a long journey, but we made it. And I'm so glad we're here. Let's celebrate now. It was so worth it. Yeah, so that's the overall theme. First card that popped out was the King of Swords. And so I do feel your view, it speaks a little to how you're viewing the masculine, and you're in the dark. This king keeps his hand to his chest. You don't know what's going on with him. You don't know where he's at. He's not the most emotional. He's not the most demonstrative. He's not the most forthcoming. He is guided in truth and reason and logic. He's guided, yeah, and it's a divine truth as well. There's like, it's a spirit blessed truth. So, and it's king energy. So it's the exaltation of all of the swords suit. So, and with the swords, it's the mind. So it's a mastery over their mind, mastery over the thoughts, mastery over the ego. So it's a really powerful card. And it could be that you're feeling like this union has to get to this place. Like there could be a couple interpretations of this card. So it's like you may be seeing your masculine as a little distant, detached. You don't know what's going on. You feel in the dark. That kind of speaks to what we we're just talking about with the attachment and not knowing when this is going to happen. But it could also speak to you're looking at this union like when we both can come in with this energy and we both have left our egos at the door. We've mastered all of our shit and our brains and our mind and the ego. When we've mastered all that, that's when this is going to, that's when we're going to get this celebration in the Three of Cups. Yeah. So that's beautiful energy. We also have the Emperor and we have the Lovers. So there's a deep, deep recognition that this person is your divine counterpart, that this person is the masculine to your feminine, that this is a divine contracted love, that this is union with another soul, that this is your other half, that this is, you know, yes, the Lovers does speak to a decision being made, but I'm not hearing that the divine feminines are cloudy on that decision. That decision has been made. What they're cloudy on is like, when is this going to come in? When is this going to happen? And that's making them uncomfortable. But as far as like their decision about their masculine, about the Emperor, you're seeing your masculine right now in a really beautiful light. And it's probably taken a while to get there. These energies, these are very powerful energies. These are like these are leaders. Yeah, these are leaders. These are world changers. These are people that make shit happen, that get things done. So you're seeing your divine masculine in this really powerful, sovereign energy. And you're recognizing, you're seeing the light within, the mirror. Yeah, so you've stepped into your power. You've come into inner union. And now you're recognizing him or her as your equal, as your counterpart that can bring in a union. So I love to see this. I love to see this. I'm going to leave it there. This is really beautiful energy. There's been a lot that has shifted in the past. Really annoying. I was about to wrap up and then it cut me out. So I just wanted to give a proper send off. But yeah, really beautiful energy to leave you guys with. And I will see you guys again soon. Please like this video if you enjoyed the content. And if you haven't subscribed already, why not? If you're watching these videos and you like them, please subscribe. That really helps the channel grow. And yeah, then you know when the video gets posted. Okay, so I'll be back soon. I hope you guys have a beautiful day.